So today I'm going to introduce you to Dave Merritt. Dave Merritt was a Green Beret. His son was a Green Beret. Back when Dave Merritt had some health issues, when I was in foster care, back when I was a lot younger than what I am now. Although I was asked if I was still in school the other day when I got a haircut. So I do kind of take that as a little bit of a compliment for, being my age and looking a little bit younger than what I am, thankfully. So anyway, though, Dave Merritt was a Green Beret. His son then followed in his foot tracks and became a part of the unit. And so I'll let you figure that one out. But anyway, that was person number one. Person number two, Dennis Buck. He was a sniper in Vietnam. He had some traumatic events happen because when you're looking down the scope upon people, it can actually cause trauma. When you're doing what you're doing as a sniper during the Vietnam War. Well, Dennis Buck then became, he ended up going, when he came stateside, he went into a psychiatric unit and was there for a few years until the staff approached him and said, Dennis, you should probably become a therapist. It would probably be advantageous. So Dennis Buck then not only studied and got a doctorate, but he taught at the University of Mississippi in psychology. So that was person number two. Person number three, Mr. Wirtz. He was one of the very few certified individuals in the entire state of Michigan that was actually certified to be able to disarm a nuclear warhead. So I'll let you also figure that one out. So now that that's out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and say this. Why the Michigan Public Service Commission keeps hanging up the phone? Why Dan Scripps thinks he's cute when he really is not, and is more pompous than anything for him to sit behind a chair with a podium and expect people to beg or plead to him boggles my neurons. However, the reason why, and I wholeheartedly mean this, so every single person that has ever called a county courthouse to levy complaints, that has ever been told by any official in any courthouse they are not able to give legal advice, may you take your words that you cannot give legal advice and just know you fucked over in pride apart a family or whatever else you may have done, and just simply saying, I'm not able to give legal advice. And the reason why I've been so persistent on one noun or pronoun, a person, place, or thing, i.e. the foreign object that was placed on my dwelling, if I am so wrong, I already know for a fact, a dead fact, that I'm absolutely correct. And everybody receiving this message or on the other side that have a form of political Stockholm syndrome, when the state, under the color of law or extrajudiciary, came along and put those things on everybody's house. The reason I know I'm absolutely correct in what I'm speaking about is it's called one action. Why is one action so detrimental and dangerous to a tyrant such as Gretchen Whitmer or Jennifer Granholm or Rick Snyder? Because one action, i.e., if some people pulled their heads out of their ass in the geographical location of Michigan and decided to go put meters back on everybody's house, it would show the entire world that it is not appropriate to bomb people's houses, to drop payloads onto people's houses. It would show the entire world what ought to be done in an appropriate manner, meaning that any paperwork from your commonwealth or whatever the fuck it is, coming out to serve papers or coming out to somebody's house to just, I'm from the county, I'm here to check for your animal license. The reason why I've been so persistent, and I know for a fact I'm correct, one action, read between the lines. Why would I be mentioning one action? Because one action would mean that if the state or somebody else here in the geographical location of Michigan had to come back and put them on everybody's dwelling, it would show the entire world what ought to be done and how people should be respected as the servants that you are. But there's that old concept. What happens when the servant tries to become the master? It is up to the people to make them be the servant again.